Oh, it looks like Dr. Wily is up to his old tricks again, this time involving time travel. Can Mega Man stop him? Well, let's find out. It's Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy, today on Power Up. There. As usual, welcome back to the show. In today's episode, I'm going to switch gears back to the Game Boy and review another Game Boy game, also one of my favorites. And that game is Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy. Yeah, and yes, I know, like Marcus, you've reviewed a lot of Mega Man games. Well, one, I have a lot of Mega Man games, and two, I like Mega Man. So, with that said, let's go stop Dr. Wily once again. Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy was released in 1992 in North America. In it, Dr. Wily breaks into the Kronos Institute and steals the experimental time skimmer and jumps about 37.4 something years into the future. I know the manual says the exact date or something, not the date I mean, the exact number, but I can't remember. I think it was like 37.426, oh, I don't know. But anyway, meanwhile, Mega Man discovers a subterranean passage with evil lurking about, so he goes to stop it. This was the second Mega Man Game Boy game to recycle Robot Masters from the NES games. In this case, Mega Man 2 used Metal Man, Crash Man, or what they call him Clash Man here, kind of a typo I think, Airman, and Woodman for Mega Man 2. Then after that, you go to Dr. Wily's subterranean castle, I guess. I don't know how he got back there, who knows, but he falls into a trap, and you go through 4 teleporters. But unlike Mega Man, the first Mega Man for the Game Boy, where you just went right to the robots, in this one there's actually roads you have to fight through to get to the Robot Masters. And these 4 you fight are from Mega Man 3 for the NES. Most notably, Hard Man, Magnet Man, Top Man, and Needle Man. And also after that, as is the main I should say the MO for the Mega Man Game Boy games, you fight a new kind of robot, a bonus new Robot Master made specifically for the Game Boy games. In this case, you fight some guy called Quint with his weird pogo stick or whatever, Sakugani. And apparently once you defeat Quint, you somehow get his pogo stick or whatever. I don't know what the heck it is. It's a pogo stick, jackhammer, I don't know. Some sites online I've read call it a jackhammer, but to me it looks like a big freaking pogo stick. But anyway, after you get that, then you go to Dr. Wily's space station for the final battle. Also, this game introduces sliding to the Game Boy games, whereas in the NES games, Mega Man did not slide until Mega Man 3, which is kind of interesting. And also, Rush the Robodog makes an appearance, also in the Game Boy Mega Mans, in this game too for the first time. And in this game, all 3 Rush forms are available, including the Rush Jet for sky-high action, the Rush Marine for underwater fun, and the Rush Coil to use as a springboard to get sky-high items as well. And also, you get the 3 Rush adapters from the first 4 robots you fight. I think you get the Rush Jet from Airman, the Rush Coil from Clash Man or Crash Man, and the Rush Marine from Metal Man. And the funny thing is, what really saddens me for the Rush Marine, there's not too much occasions to use it. I would highly suggest doing Metal Man first, because Metal Man has the Rush Marine. And there's basically only, I think, 3 areas in this whole game that you can use the Rush Marine on. Although I did learn that, unlike the first Mega Man, Capcom outsourced the development to this game to a developer that wasn't familiar with the franchise, which probably explains why you couldn't use the Rush Marine too much. And also the Crash Bomb or Clash Bomb unlike Mega Man 2 on the NES, where the Crash Bomb there'd be like destructible walls you could use it on. In this game, there's no walls whatsoever. It's completely useless in Mega Man 2, except maybe to defeat enemies. But it really saddens me that this developer cannot make any destructible walls. I'm like, seriously? You make this game, you put in the Crash Bombs, or Clash Bombs, I call them Crash Bombs. You put the Crash Bombs in there, but you make them completely useless. What the heck? Outsourced developer, what the heck? Anyway, even without this game's shortcomings, I really enjoy it, and I like it myself personally, because this is one of the games I got as a birthday present a long time ago. It's kind of funny because the day I got it, the day I was supposed to get it, for those of you older gamers, you probably remember GamePro, the magazine, had a TV show on, I think, Fox 29. In my area in Minnesota, it was on Fox 29, whatever Channel 29 was back in the day. And at the time, they had their tips and tricks kind of thing, and in it they had a password for Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy to basically go to the last part of the game. So I'm like, oh cool! So I wrote the password down. I was able to write it down very quickly, and like, oh cool, I can do this. Neat. But anyway, okay, so anyway, I do get the game on that day, and I enter the password. And cool, I'm at the end of the game. But then part of me was like, what the heck am I doing? So like, you know what, I really want to enjoy this game all the way. It kind of feels weird I just went right to the end. So I turned off the game, restarted it, and actually I ended up in about 2 to 3 hours. I got back to that same exact spot I was at, back where the password would have given me. And yes, I had a lot of fun doing it. So truthfully, if you know the Mega Man, if you know the games really well, to me, I should say I know. Like, the funny thing is in the game as well, unlike for the NES Robot Master levels, thankfully, don't worry if you're worried that it's a carbon copy of the NES games. That don't worry about it. The Capcom, or the outsourced company I just referred to, did not copy the NES Mega Man games that they based it on. Even though there are hints like, oh, I know that, but there are some alterations here and there. So it's not, it's not like you're playing exactly through Woodman's level or exactly through Hardman's level. So I say, if you see this game, and I don't think it's on any virtual consoles like any 3DS virtual console or anything, but if you have an old Game Boy or Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color, if you see this at a secondhand store or something, please give it a shot. To me, in my opinion, you won't be disappointed. Although it can be kind of quick if you know your way around it, but it's very fun. So please, give this a look. And as usual, before we go once again, if you live around South St. Paul, Minnesota, or the Twin Cities area in particular, please visit my awesome friends at Level Up Games. If the address isn't below already, it should be down there, as well as their website, which is pretty awesome. And also, besides games, they have collectible card games such as Magic the Gathering, as well as tabletop board games. So please give them a look if you haven't so already. And of course, here's the address if it hasn't been there. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please rate and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And also, I have a website, a Facebook fan and group page, as well as a Twitter feed, and all that stuff. is below as well, if it isn't already. Well, as usual, thank you so much for watching, and think next episode's the 50th episode. I'm going to have a unique game planned for episode 50, so I'll see you there, and of course, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the 50th episode of Power Up.